Welcome to the Spooky Nerd Club, everyone. I'm your host, Ray, and today we're going to talk about some cult films that I picked up from Severin Films. I went to the Mahoning drive-in. They had a Severin booth there. I picked up a bunch of movies, and I also ordered the Love Gone Mad bundle from their website, and I'm going to show you everything I got from that. First film we got is In My Skin, and it's a film by Marina Devon, but she also directs, and she wrote it, and she stars in it. It's kind of a fucked up trip that she goes through because she's kind of like reliving real life experiences with, her struggles with like cutting herself. And she's kind of bringing that to life in this film. And some of the effects just look so realistic.
Mais j'ai des amis qui se sont sentis désœuvrés, isolés là-bas.
Bon, la vie culturelle est moins riche qu'à Paris, c'est vrai, mais ça s'améliore. Ils ont ouvert 2 ou 3 multiplex récemment. Et puis c'est tellement beau.
It came with 2 discs, and the first disc, of course, is the UHD, and it has commentary by the writer-director, and it has this interview with her that kind of brings the film to life, especially if you didn't know anything about her. So after seeing that interview, it just made the film that much more impactful.
Each self-mutilation there is in My Skin is a real self-mutilation, not on the set, but is a real self-mutilation that happened in my life.
And yeah, you got to check out these short films because some of them are just wild. It's not like any kind of short films I've seen before. A lot of them are somewhat erotic and somewhat kind of touchy on some subjects. But if you like crazy and fucked up stuff, I suggest you really pick this up, In My Skin from Severin Films, because it might be contender so far for one of my favorite releases. Like this alone, with the film and the short films that are included in here, well worth the price. So I highly recommend everyone, if you haven't already seen this film, or if you want to own a copy, go get In My Skin from Severin Films. Moving on to the next film, we got Fear in the Philippines, the Complete Blood Island Films. Now this one was also another sleeper.
Rain keeping you awake?
Yes.
So this is what the case looks like inside. Special features in the back. As you can see, each disc has a shit ton of stuff loaded on each disc. And these are what the disc looks like. There's 2 films on each one. I've only seen one so far. I've seen Terror is a Man. And this one is basically like a Frankenstein type of film. But just instead of Frankenstein, the doctor is creating this. He's taking a Black Panther and trying to fuse it into this like human being. So he's making like a panther like human creature. Basically to like restart civilization because the kind of humans I guess we became are all somewhat flawed, and he wants to restart and create his own kind of breed of species. Very interesting. That film surprisingly was really fun, and that was from 1959. So if you like those old type of creature feature type of films, I suggest you check this out because each one has a different type of creature, and you get to see in the special features some of the like promotional campaigns that they use for these films, and some of the shit is just outlandish that I'm like, I don't think they either were ahead of the time or it just wouldn't work in today's world at all. But I believe in the second film they were promoting like, if you take your girlfriend to come see this film and if she can handle it, then she'll get a free engagement ring by the end of the film, which might not sound like a bad idea in today's world, but at the same time, it's very goofy. So yeah, go check it out. I highly recommend the Blood Island Films. If you could get a chance to get your hands on this, it's a great set. It looks awesome. and the scans on everything is just beautiful. So yeah, go check that out.
We can talk now.
Next one we have is from one of my favorite guys, and which was the reason why I bought this, and it's director Umberto Lenzi. It's called Eaten Alive.
Her landlady told us some interesting stories. Seems your sister got mixed up with a group of crazies. You ever hear of a guy called Jonas?
No, who is he?
You know, most cannibal films, it's just straight gore, no real substance to any of it. I feel like, I don't know, that's my opinion on it. I feel like most of the time the story is very lackluster, but in this one, Umberto Lenzi did a wonderful job in creating a situation to which I feel like I would care about these characters, and I was really invested to see where this was going.
Did you ever hear about a purification sect?
Look, lady, this part of the world is known for two things: crazy religions and a clap. Those guys hold their meetings over at Shakir.
I will offer you good money if you take me to Shakir.
You're nuts. The place has yellow fever and it's swarming with cobras.
Scared, huh?
This is what it looks like when you take out the slip. This is the back here. It has a reversible slip as well. I would show you, but it has some nudity on it. Just like it has a booklet. If I show the image on the other side, it has some nudity on it. But just know that it's filled with a bunch of stuff. And this is what the disc looks like. This is the UHD, this is the Blu-ray. Very cool looking. Like I said, I was really surprised that I enjoyed this film. I'm not really big on cannibal films, but the fact that, you know, Umberto Lenzi made this made me want to give it a chance, because I love the Lenzi Baker collection, which I have right behind me. All the films he did with Carol Baker, I love all of them, and I think he's a very underrated giallo director, even though this is more like an Italian horror world. But the fact that, you know, he was part of this made me want to invest and get this copy. So yeah, check this out, Eaten Alive, from Severin Films, directed by Umberto Lenzi.
You will not be permitted as of this moment to return home. You best understand that from the start. You'd never make it back anyway. You saw the fate of that unfortunate native girl. She was most imprudent to stray so far from the village.
Next up, we got some crazy creature features. First one is Grizzly. This was an awesome time, honestly. Like, if you like silly ass, like animal horror type of movies, you gotta check out Grizzly.
Oh, Jesus. It's the Grizzly.
They kept constantly saying in the special features how this was like the first creature feature after Jaws, like the first animal attack type of movie. So they were really banking on this being a success based on the hype of Jaws. So I feel like they really tried to put a lot into this, but it's actually really fun. And some of the effects with the bear, like, they look legit as hell. So it was really fun. Definitely a great watch party movie. This is what it looks like inside. Look at that awesome Grizzly. This is the back here, and then it's only one disc, but it has plenty of features. So yeah, if you like creature features and you like Jaws, I guess, then you should go check out Grizzly. So the next film I have is basically the follow-up to Grizzly from the same director, which is Day of the Animals. Now, I haven't seen this yet, but I already know it's awesome from the trailer. I seen Leslie Nielsen was in this, and I was like, that's an instant buy. Like, I already know this is gonna be funny as hell. Some of the scenes with like the animals attacking people just look so legit. I'm all about it, you know. I like Grizzly a lot, and I think Day of the Animals is gonna be even better. So this is what the cover looks like. Again, jam-packed with a bunch of special features. Here's the disc. Very simple. Looks like the cover art of the slip. And yeah, that's Day of the Animals. Like I said, I haven't seen it yet, but as soon as I get a chance to, I'm sure I'll make a reel or do something like that to show some people what this film looks like. Alright, next film is another one I haven't seen yet, and I just know, because I love cult films, that this was like a cult film must-have. And it's Vampiros Lesbos. Now, I know the title was like very controversial probably now, but you know, it is what it is. From back in 1970, that's just how shit was. So, whatever. This has 2 discs. It seems like it's filled with a bunch of stuff. It has an interview with the director, Jess Franco. And disc 2 is an alternate Spanish language bootleg. Alright. But yeah, this is what it looks like. The disc looks pretty cool. Very vintage looking. I'm sure it's just some artsy, fartsy type of film. But you know, sometimes I'm okay with that. Depends on like how it is. I don't really know how to judge that movie besides just knowing about like that it's a cult film, like classic, and cult film lovers should have it. So besides that, I can't really tell you much about it. But as soon as I watch it and you know I learn a little bit more about it, I'll definitely, like I said before, I'll make a reel or talk about it in a video or something like that.
Legen Sie sich einen Moment hin. Ich werde Ihnen das Gästezimmer zeigen, da sind Sie ungestört.
Danke, es tut mir leid, Sie müssen entschuldigen. Aber ich trinke sonst nie Wein.
Let's move on. Next we have House of Psychotic Woman Volume 2. Look at this. This is so freaking nice. I love this set here. I have Volume 1, and I actually bought the Love Gone Mad bundle, which had this, In My Skin, and the board game, which I'll show next. This set comes with 4 films. It has Butterfly Kiss. Now, I started Butterfly Kiss, and I probably watched about an hour of it. It was super late at night, and I just couldn't stop watching it, but I had to like wake up early the next day, so I just had to turn it off. But this movie was so entertaining.
I'm really sorry, I am. I just wanted to help. I just wanted to show you, you know, that...
Show me what?
That I like you, that I like to do things for you.
You just kept wanting to know like what was going to happen next and like where was all of this going. And very engaging, very fun. It's loaded with features as well. This is the back here. I'll show you what the disc looks like. I'm going to try to run through these real fast because it's a lot of them. Looks the same as the slip in the front. So that's the first one that's in there.
I kill people, and nothing happens. You think you'd smite me or take me into bondage, but no. I could do what I like. It doesn't see me. It doesn't see me.
Then we have Morgiana. I haven't watched this one yet, but it sounds dope. It's from the 70s. It also has a short film called Rest in Peace, which is a short film newly scanned in 2K. So, the fact they're rescanning short films in 2K, I don't know. I guess that's pretty awesome. This is what the inside looks like. I don't know much about this film. I haven't watched it yet either, but I'm sure, you know, it's going to be good because I pretty much liked everything else I've seen so far from the House of Psychotic Woman. next film we have is The Glass Ceiling. Now I watched this one, and this one was surprisingly fun. It's basically like Rear Window mixed in with like a Jalo-ish type of film.
I'm leaving now, Martha. Victor's waiting for me at our new house.
This lady's basically like in her apartment the whole time while her husband is out on a work trip, and the whole time she thinks like the upstairs neighbor, like she killed her husband. So she's trying to figure out like if that's true, but she's friend was with the lady at the same time, so like she has that dilemma of like, you know, maybe I'm tripping, this is just my friend. But she keeps finding clues that maybe like, you know, lead her to that thought. So this was a great film. I really think everyone should check this one out as well. There's a bunch of these movies that are really good. This one's from 1971. This is what the back looks like here. And I'll show you the disc. This is the disc here. So yeah, go check that out. The Glass Ceiling. That one was dope.
Then if it wasn't a husband, it was a lover. That's it, Martha. It's a lover. Isn't that solution just what we wanted it to be?
Perhaps. But you forgot one thing, though. Her husband didn't go out of town, and I proved it by asking the driver who was on duty. And if he didn't go out of town, and he isn't at home, it's because Julie and her lover have murdered Victor.
It's genius.
Moving on to the next film. This is a bunch of short films into one movie. I think it's 3 of them from 1959. All black and white. I haven't watched this yet either, but apparently it's fascinating and uncompromising. So that's what it says on the back here.
See nobody, talk to nobody, and wait out my year of divorce until it's done and finished.
And then?
Nothing.
This is what the features look like in the back. It has commentary with one of the film curators, a historian, locations video essay, archival interview with the co-director, the trailers, more short films in this one as well. There's been a lot of short films added to this set, which I appreciate a lot because I like to see weird and messed up short films that, you know, we don't really get to see made like in America too much. So seeing all of these like foreign weird short films, I think is really dope, honestly. Since I bought that Love is Blind combo pack, it came with the board game. I'm not going to open this up and go through all of it because it's just a lot of pieces. But it's basically Clue. So if you played the board game Clue, then you will love this because it's the same exact concept, except the pieces are like female leads in other movies like from Alice Sweet Alice, The Haunting of Julia, the girl from The Brood that's pregnant with all the weird looking creatures. So that alone was a selling point for me, and especially because Alice was in it, and I haven't seen Alice in any kind of game. So on the strength of that was the main reason why I got the whole set, because I was like, I just need the board game. And I don't own Clue. The fact that I could play that version in a House of Psychotic Woman version makes it even that much more special to me. Now, the last one I have is Russ Meyer's Up. I can't even show you the back because there's just ass and tits all over the place.
Can I give you a lift?
We know that ain't kosher.
Don't matter up here. I'm the only trooper between Garberville and Myers Flat. Come on, jump in. You're in good enough shape.
Thanks anyway, but I need the exercise.
I've seen 2 of his films. I think the Super Vixens and another one. And I just thought they were so fucking weird and just funny. Like a lot of it was funny, you know, and the wife was like, hey, let's pick it up. So we was like, let's pick it up. So I can't argue that. She wants to see Up. I'm going to go see Up. And that's what we got. And this is not the Disney version. Whatever. It's so stupid.
You do attract customers.
Maybe it's my personality. Better hurry up with that hot dog.
That pretty much wraps up all of my latest pickups. I grabbed a lot of this from Severin Films directly from their site, and I went to the Mahoning drive-in where we went to this Severin event. They show like 3 films. I picked up some films from there, and I ordered the Love Gone Mad bundle on Severin. So, you know, I try to support them because I feel like their style of films are somewhat of the weird that I need. So that's it for me. Enjoy your Memorial Day week, everyone, and I hope you all watch some crazy films this week.